Low lights low on polished oak and velvet chairs. Crystal glasses catch the neon's crimson flare. The bartender stirs a potion of botanical gin and smoke. A splash of bitters marks the secret words we spoke. It's time for cocktails in the Neon Lounge.
Hey, welcome back, Neon Lounge. I got another fun cocktail I want to try making here. Never had it before, don't know if this is going to work or not, but it seems delicious on the face of it. As I'm recording this on June 30th here in Michigan, we are having a heat wave of temperatures that are in the low 90s, so think 91, 92, 93, right around there, but the feels like temperature, because of the humidity that is the Midwest, is making it feel closer to 102, 103, 104. So a frozen drink sounds awfully tasty right now, and I'm going to try making a frozen espresso. So come on in, let's talk about what we're going to be working with. Listen, none of this should surprise you except for maybe the upside down vanilla paste bottle, but that's because I'm almost out of it, and so I didn't want to lose it all being collected right there. But we're gonna need vodka, we're gonna need vanilla paste, we're gonna need simple syrup, we're gonna need our frozen espresso, and we're just gonna need some coffee liqueur. So come on over. Let's what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all right in here, because I'm ultimately then going to blend it. So first things first, we're going to put in approximately 5 ounces of frozen espresso. Now, perhaps the good and or bad part about this drink is you got to think ahead, you know, knowing that you're going to want it, which means you got to spend time actually freezing up your, are we sure that's 5 ounces? Didn't we measure that? What did we come out to? No, this is definitely not 14 ounces.
2.75 times 2 is?
2.75 times 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's 5.4. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got about...
Is it?
I don't remember. I was asking you, because we measured out how much water would fit in these little cups before we put the espresso in there, remember? Yeah.
And it was...
I thought it was a half cup.
Well, how many Nespressos did you do?
I don't remember. That's why I do this with you, so that you can help me.
Talking about right now, because they can hear.
So, all right. So let's just go ahead and say that we've got about 5 to 6 ounces of espresso in here. All right. Then I need roughly 2 ounces. I got you, girl. 2 ounces of vodka. Look, here's the best part. If it's overly espresso-y, I can always add more of the good stuff to it, right? So 5 ounces of espresso, 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of whatever coffee liqueur you've got. Now, the recipe I discovered recommended Kahlua, which is sugary, more sugary than Mr. Black. So keep your simple syrup on hand just in case you need it. But we are going to be putting in here 1.5 ounces of simple syrup. So this is not an unsweetened cocktail, right? Like we're getting some real sugar in here. So like I said, we can always add more. We can always add more. And then last but not least, I need a 1/2 teaspoon here. So there's my 1/2 teaspoon. And here I not pretty attempt to try to scoop out a 1/2 teaspoon's worth of see
There you go.
of see, this is the problem. I think it's all in the cap right there.
Squeeze all that.
Well, I'm up to about 1/4 teaspoon. Maybe I'll just edit out this part of how long it actually takes me to get this.
Right.
And through the power of editing, there is our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla paste. I'll tell you, I am late to the party on vanilla paste, but I like it so much more than actual vanilla extract. It just adds so much more depth of flavor. That's delicious. Okay, now we're going to seal it up. We're going to seal it up.
Why won't this chop?
And Here goes. Please let me plug it in first. Let me just plug it in first. Okay, here we go. Ready? And I haven't been drinking, I swear. All right. Through the power of editing, I was able to finally get the espresso to truly like grind up into the drink. Technically, you're supposed to make this in a blender where you've got in theory, you've got the weight. Yeah. So here we go. So, you know, first of all, I'll tell you, it's not icy, right? It's not icy. It's delicious. It's super cold. Give that a try. Give that a try. But it's not what I wanted. I wanted an icy, slushy sort of cocktail, and this is not it. I think that probably more of everything. I would not make this. Let me put it this way, Neon Lounge. You can back up. You can kick the dog out of the way. I would say that if you're going to make this, don't try to make a one-off. The one-off did not work. I would say plan on making probably 8 to 12 ounces worth of espresso ice cubes, all right, to really be able to get in there and really grind it up as if it were a frozen drink like you would do with a daiquiri, like you would do with a margarita. This as a one-off drink just doesn't work because by the time it grinds up the espresso ice to the point that where I want it to be, I can't quite get it to be the slushy frozen format that I'm looking for, the texture that I want. It is a fine enough drink, and if you're looking to make yourself a fun sort of tasty what am I making? Espresso martini, you're gonna love this one. Just trust me. Cheers.